Matthew chapter 2. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of King Herod, wise men from the east arrived unexpectedly in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was deeply disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. So he assembled all the chief priests and the scribes of the people and asked them where the Messiah was to be born. "In Bethlehem of Judea," they told him, "because that is what is written by the prophet. And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, are by no means least among the leaders of Judah, because out of you will come a leader who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod secretly summoned the wise men and asked them the exact time the star appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go, search carefully for the child. When you find him, report back to me so that I too can worship him." Wow, the Christmas story. But if you really take a close look at this, it's not the story that you think it is. A group of wise men from a different country who were not Jews, who were not, you know, the chosen people, identified this star and identified the fact that this star represented the birth of Jesus Christ, the Messiah. So they journeyed to the holy city, Jerusalem, because that's where they thought the king would be born, and asked King Herod, "We're here to see the new king, the baby, the child that was born under the star." So Herod was disturbed, and all the people of Jerusalem also. Herod, being a Jew, but yet not knowing where the Messiah was to be born, called the chief priests and scribes, the rest of the Jews scholars, and said, "Well, where is he supposed to be born?" And they all knew. They knew that the Messiah was coming. They were all waiting and looking for the Messiah. And clearly and very easily answered right away, "Oh, Bethlehem." And then Herod goes and sends the wise men on their way. And the only ones who journey from Jerusalem to Bethlehem to see the Messiah who has come are strangers from a foreign land. Not the king, not the scribes, not the Pharisees or the chief priests. None of them journeyed to Jerusalem. None of the people journeyed from Jerusalem to Bethlehem. No crowd went down to Bethlehem. Nobody went to go see this promised king, this Messiah that they have been waiting for. I, that doesn't sound like the Christmas story we've always been told. Everyone has celebrated and is excited. The birth of Jesus Christ. But how did they miss it? The ones who had been waiting all of their lives for this moment miss it when someone comes and tells you it has happened. Well, I challenge us today as believers to not miss the second coming of Christ, to not be the virgins who were out doing everything else and didn't have any oil when the bridegroom came and they were left out and they missed. We don't want to be those. We want to be the bride who were ready, the ones who had their lamps trimmed, the ones who are waiting for the return of the bridegroom. We as Christians ought to be waiting for the return of the bridegroom, doing what he told us to do until he comes back, but we should be expecting him every day. Otherwise, we will be just like King Herod, the chief priest, and all the scribes, having all the information that they need, but yet missing the event itself. Dale's Daily Devo. It's time to get real. We can celebrate. We can have fun this year. You know, another Christmas. Woohoo! But how about this be the last time we celebrate a Christmas thinking that it's all about this blessed birth? No, it's about a group of people missing the birth. And we don't want to be a part of that group. God bless you, Dale's Daily Devo. Continue to trust, continue to believe, and allow that word to transform your life. Begin applying it and living it every day. If you don't like your life, then change it with the word of God. Check you out.